Okay, it's time for a new pickups video, and as you can see, it's a very mysterious item. Now, this particular item, it's the only clue I can give you is it is of a Blu-ray, and it's something that I'm trying to complete my collection of, which I've mentioned in some other videos. So you might have a small clue as to what it may possibly be, and it's something that is also comic book related, and it's one of my favorite comic book stories. So I got this from Music Magpie. Now the really weird thing is that they had this same item on their eBay page and on their website. And the really weird thing is that on their website, it was more expensive, but on the eBay site, it was a lot cheap. It was a lot cheaper for some weird reason. So, I ordered it. Now, obviously, it's going to be interesting to see as to what the condition of the actual item is going to be in. Because obviously, when you see pictures of stuff, or they say it's in very good condition, sometimes the disc could be scratched or mangled, or someone's bitten the case, or whatever it is that someone happens to have done to the case. So I've been, touch wood, I've been kind of lucky in a lot of my Blu-rays in terms of the actual conditions of my Blu-rays. So yeah, and I did pay £3 70 for it. It is secondhand, so kind of bear that kind of in mind. So without further ado, we shall continue the unboxing. But as for, it came really quickly, so I was kind of quite surprised about that how fast it came. So we'll open this up. We can get into this. Really gonna need a sharper pair of scissors in the future. Definitely doesn't come with a slip cover, which would have been a bonus. And there we have it. It's of the DC animated movie Batman Hush. Now, I've been waiting for this particular item to drop down in price for such a long time, and it would not drop. And then again, as I said, fortunately, I was able to drop down to a reasonable price, and I think it was the last copy that I had. So I'm really happy, that I've managed to pick up this particular item. Now, as I've said, I'm trying to complete my DC animated movie collection, because as you know, obviously with James Gunn, who's taken over the DCU, or whatever it's called now, since the last movie, was it animated movie, was it Crisis on Infinite Earths? Obviously they've done 3 parts. That continuation of the DC animated universe is going to end now. So I'm gonna try and complete my DC animated movie collection. So now I am one step closer into actually doing this. Now again, as you know, this is based on the comic books arc, which was written by Jeb Lowe and drawn by one of my favorite artists, Jim Lee. And this was in to remember the year, and this was in 2002 of this particular comic book story arc. And then the actual animated movie was released in 2019. So this is the 13th installment of the DC animated movie universe, and being the 37th overall DC Universe animated original movies. So I'm trying to remember. I think if I'm trying to remember correctly, I think the first part of the Batman Hush, I think I have got it signed by Jim Lee, because I think many years ago he came down to the Forbidden Planet store, and I got him to sign it, and I had wished that I'd brought more of my comics for him to sign, even ones that he had done obviously when he drew X-Men. And obviously the story arc of Batman Hush, I'm trying to see how long, when it actually started in the actual comic books, because I want to be kind of more accurate in what I'm saying. But anyway, this started in the Batman comic book series, and it started from issue 608 to 619 from October 2002 until September 2003. So that's quite a long story arc, especially for a comic. And it was inked by Scott Williams and colored by Alex Sinclair. So yeah, I remember reading the story of it and absolutely loving the actual story, and the actual artwork as well, by Jim Lee. Again, he's one of my favorite artists. I just love the way he draws his characters. When it comes to the Batman Hush characters, I actually do have some of the Batman Hush figures from the actual story arc. Let me show you briefly. Excuse the fact that this needs to be dusted off a little bit, but this is one of my Batman Hush figures, obviously based on the Batman Hush, and you can see that it very much does look like the Jim Lee artwork. So you got him there, and I actually have another Batman figure. Put this there. I'll put this over here and I'll put it back out. And here's the second Batman Hush figure. It looks like Batman's wearing some scuba gear, as you can see. Does need to clean up a little bit because I've got these on display. Oh, and you can also see that the bottom of his suit is more padded, and it's got knee pads as well. So that's kind of cool. And then, last but not least, I've shown this before in another video. We have Superman, figure based from Batman Hush, and you can see that he's being affected by poison ivy, as you can see, and then the artwork looks spot on to Jim Lee. So that's pretty cool. Let's put this back up there, and I'll put this one back up here as well. And there we have it. And also, they did release the Batman Hush comic book arc as a graphic novel, which you can get all in one. And a few years ago, a company called Eagle Moss Collections were doing their DC Comics graphic novel collections, and they did the Batman Hush graphic novels as a set of 2 graphic novels. Now, maybe I will do a separate video of these. So you've got Batman Hush Part 1, and you've got obviously the fantastic artwork from Jim Lee. And then we have Part 2 of the Batman Hush story arc, and obviously you've got Batman A. The artwork is absolutely awesome, and then you've got Nightwing there. And again, this is why I love Jim Lee's artwork. It's absolutely fantastic. Massive fan of his. So we'll do a in-depth review of those graphic novels. But as I said, the Batman, obviously, I'm not expecting the Batman Hush animated movie to be a 100% spot on adaptation of the graphic novel, because obviously you're trying to do a movie that's maybe just over an hour and a half, or I'm assuming that's something, or probably less than that. So obviously we're going to take liberties in doing that, or modernizing certain elements, or expanding certain elements of the story. So I don't know in terms of obviously how accurate it is to the graphic novel. Well, I'm gonna have to brush up on it. I do know obviously you got characters like obviously Batman, Lois Lane's gonna be in it. Nightwing, as we've already seen, Superman, Poison Ivy, as we already mentioned, and the mysterious new villain of the character Hush, and we have Batman's childhood friend Thomas Elliot. Now they did kind of do a Hush kind of adaptation in, I think it was in one of the seasons of Batwoman, but obviously they did that, their adaptation of it was slightly different. So yeah, kind of bear that kind of in mind. I'm gonna put my glasses nearby, so we can read off the stuff on the actual case. Now, as I can see from the case, looking at it initially, the artwork looks really great. Obviously, you've got I can see the Joker and Poison Ivy there. You've got Batman and Hush. We've got Harley Quinn there, Scarecrow, Catwoman, who's involved in it, and Bane. And I'm assuming that's Superman there. And it is rated 15. So far, the condition of it looks really good. We'll read the back of it. As usual, they put everything in small writing, so time for my glasses to read what it says. And it says here, continue your journey into the DC universe. Trust, betrayal, and death. When threads from Batman's past begins to unveil, the race is on for the Dark Knight to crack Hush's deadly game. Based on the DC graphic novel by Jeb Loeb and Jim Lee, Batman Hush ranks as one of the greatest Batman stories ever told. 100% agree on that. A virtual and who's who of DC, including Superman, Nightwing, Catwoman, Poison Ivy, Joker, and more, is woven into this twisted tale of murder, mystery, and romance that will create strange alliances and reveal shattering secrets when Hush's silence is finally broken. So, special features are DC Showcase Short, Sergeant Rock, Battle-Weary GI Sergeant Rock, and the soldiers of Easy Company have seen everything World War II can dish out until a surprise Panzer attack separates Rock from his men. Now the grizzled sergeant finds himself deep behind enemy lines, fighting side by side with the weirdest warriors he's ever seen. So that's another DC character. I don't know if there's going to be, because I did hear many years ago before that they were trying to either make a movie or a series or something animated to do with Sergeant Rock, and I don't know if that's still going to be something that they're going to be continuing with. So keep a kind of a lookout for that. Special features include Batman Love in the Time of War, audio commentary with filmmakers, a sneak peek at DC Universe's next animated movie, Wonder Woman Bloodlines, which I've got, and I've done a unboxing of the video, which you can check out on my channel. A sneak peek at DC Universe's next, I've already said that, and the next one is from the DC Vault bonus cartoon and more. So that's kind of great. And the running time of the animated movie is 82 minutes. So it's just over 1 hour and 22 minutes. So that's not a bad running time. It is rated a 15 in the UK, so it's strong violence and bloody images. Main feature 1080p definition, 16 by 9 by 178 DT SHD all-style audio, English 5.1 Dolby Digital, French 5.1, German 5.1, and Latin Spanish 5.1. Subtitles English SDH, German SDH, Danish, Dutch, Finnish, French, Latin, Spanish, Norwegian, and Swedish. And special features may not be in high definition, and audio and subtitles may vary. So there you have it. Now there is a steelbook version of the Batman Hush, and I was even contemplating getting that in that before this, but it was still quite expensive and still a rare thing to find. So I decided to go with the normal Blu-ray, which is fine. It would have been nice to have a slipcover on this, because I really love slipcovers on my Blu-rays, and especially on my DC animated movies. By lots of things, no digital copy of the movie. I do know that in the UK, that we don't really get a lot of digital copies of our movies, whether it's Warner Brothers or any other Blu-ray distribution companies. Seems to be something that seems to be very more common with the North American releases of Blu-rays, and especially the Warner Brothers DC products that come out, that they seem to be getting digital copies in North America, but over here in the UK and in Europe, we don't seem to get that, which is a real shame. And the disc is just falling out. Thank God it's not damaged. We do get something a little bit extra, which we'll check out in a minute. Now we've got the Blu-ray of Batman Hush. Again, no artwork, and I think that's a bit of a crime, and it's something that I've noticed with a lot of with pretty much all the DCE animated movies, where, especially with a lot of the ones that are based on big stories from the comic book material, that they don't put the artwork in there. Now, I think this would have been fantastic if they had put something like this on the disc with Batman, and we'll see with Nightwing, with Jim Lee's artwork, or even this artwork, or something from the, not necessarily from the animated movie that they could have done. They could have put something from the Jim Lee's Batman Hush from the original artwork on the actual disc, and that, I think that would have been a nice touch. But that's a bit of I think they've really missed out in not kind of doing that. Again, as I said, no Blu-ray copy, but we do seem to get something here. It looks like the postcard, which I actually wasn't expecting, because funnily enough, when I got this package, I did really find it funny. It was a little bit heavier than kind of usual. It was rattling around, or aside from the disc. And obviously, you got continue your journey into the DC universe, or Birds of Prey, and we got the DC Lego Krypton, which criminally underrated show, ran for 2 seasons. We've also got Batman Hush here, and then we've got the DC animated movie collection pre-order in 4K, and then we've got Black Lightning, let me just up a little bit. We've got Black Lightning, Titans, and Krypton, and Injustice 2 on the PS4 and Xbox One, which I have played, but I definitely need to pick these up. You've got the Lego DC superhero villains, and we've got the Batman, Batman Returns, Batman Forever, and Batman Robin, now available on 4K. So we've got that there, and we've got these postcards. Oh, but these do look really nice though. I'm itching to see what these look like. I can see if I can pull these out without damaging. Yeah. We'll just do it like this. And we've got the first one, which it looks like they definitely have based it on the Jim Lee's artwork. And then we have here Batman and Catwoman embracing in a kiss. And I love the way that they've done Batman's ears a lot shorter there. And also it's depending on the artist, and obviously in the whatever suit that he happens to be wearing, because obviously it's changed over the many decades. So that's kind of really cool. I do like this, because the other DC animated Blu-rays I have done don't give you postcards unless they did have them in there, and then obviously with it being secondhand, they weren't put back in there. And then you got the back of it, which looks really awesome. And again, it's a pretty thick cardboard as well, so that's kind of really cool. You know, it's kind of not going to get damaged. I'm definitely going to look after these. And we've got Batman there standing there. Look at the artwork of Jim Lee, then, and tell me how you can't love his style and his artwork. And this, I think that's what, also, aside from obviously Jeff Loeb's story, that's what made the Batman Hush story arc so well, and one of his greatest adventures. Because not only was it a great story of a murder mystery, but also the accompanying artwork that went along with the story, with Jim Lee at the pencils, and obviously Jeff Loeb writing the story, and it looks absolutely fantastic there. I mean, I would love to get a poster of it. And we've got that there. Same thing at the back of the other one. And then we have Batman swinging into action with his boots. It's the same artwork, as you can see. That's on part 1 of this graphic novel by the Eagle Moss collection. So that's the same artwork. So that looks absolutely fantastic. But I do remember these from the comics as well, about when I collected them. And then we've got Harley Quinn and Batman holding Catwoman in his arms. It's just the artwork of Jim Lee's. You give a closer look. His artwork is just. Oh, I really wish I could draw like that, but his artwork. To me, he's run, and you had people like Chuck Dixon that I remember who was on the Nightwing. And I think he did do Robin as well, and I think he did Batman as well. I mean, wow, forgot that as well. And then we have Batman and Nightwing. Again, this is on the front cover of the part 2 of the graphic novel of Batman Hush. So that's really great. Again, I'm really shocked and amazed, also with this being secondhand, that it was still in there, because you just never know that somebody could have just, taken it and then just sold the Blu-ray on its own. But yeah, it looks absolutely fantastic, the actual artwork. I mean, it would make a great poster. My God. And then you've got the Joker there looking absolutely nuts. And it looks like Batman is strangling him. I can recognise his gloves. And I can't tell if the Joker's scared or is actually enjoying it. But yeah, that's absolutely fantastic. So yeah, see how many cards that you get. So there's already one already there. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's 6. So you get 6 of these postcards. Well, they're not really postcards, but they're just mini covers, I would say, but on a cardboard, finish. And that looks absolutely fantastic. And yeah, although I complained earlier about the actual disc not having the artwork on there, I can almost forgive that now, because obviously you get these card in it, and it doesn't even. You would have thought that on the back of the description of the actual Blu-ray, that it would have mentioned that it would have it would have come with a postcards or cards, I don't know what they are, but it doesn't even mention that they're in there. So that was an extra bonus to find that they're actually in there. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to actually watching this animated movie, but I'm definitely gonna go back and read up on the graphic novel again, and get acquainted with the story. And because obviously I know basically what happens, but it's the in-depth story as to what happened, I mean, kind of don't remember it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and maybe I might even do a review of the Batman animated Hush animated movie at some time in the future. But yeah, this is the Batman Hush animated Blu-ray movie unboxing. Anyway, I hope people enjoyed the video, and please feel free to share your friends and family. Also, if you can give this video a thumbs up, I would highly appreciate that. That will allow people to find my channel and content on the YouTube recommendation page. Now, this is because of the YouTube algorithms which favor the bigger YouTubers, so their channel and content get advertised on the YouTube recommendation page. So that will allow me to find new subscribers and new content as well, and people to find my content, should I say. And speaking of subscribing, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing if you want to see stuff like this, Blu-ray unboxings, my DVD collection and my Blu-ray collection, and my Blu-ray steelbook collection as well. My comic books, whether it's old or new, and graphic novels, beauty products, whether it's aftershaves, facial washes, things like that. I do food and drink reviews, video game unboxings, video game playthroughs. I've done mobile phones in the past, and recently I did unboxing of the 2022 M2 MacBook Air. So if you're into stuff like that, then please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Just before Christmas, we hit the 500 sub mark. A few months ago, we hit 600, and a couple of weeks ago, we hit 700 plus YouTube subs. So a big thank you to all the subscribers, old and new. I really appreciate all of you for getting me to this I think of the right word, to this milestone of 700 plus YouTube subs. Hopefully at some point where we all get to 1,000, although I know that's still a long way off before we kind of get there. But again, a big thank you to all you guys, because I've already created the content and the videos, and without you guys, when it comes to viewership and the subscribership and the positive comments that I've got, I wouldn't be where I am today. So a big thank you to all of you that have subscribed, old and new, to my YouTube channel. So I really appreciate that. I sometimes stream on Twitch. Now, I don't have regular set days as to when I am live stream on Twitch, and this is due to health issues and other ongoing things in my life. So I haven't got set days as to when that I will always stream. So if you want to find me on there, it's the same name as my YouTube name, just Ad76. I will leave the link in the description box. If you want to follow me on there, I'm trying to get affiliated in there, because then you get certain perks, and like if you highlight your videos and they stay on there longer, because they keep changing the rules if you're not affiliated. So I only stay on for 2 weeks. Most of the time, I do export the videos to YouTube if they have copyright music in it. For example, I've been playing Forza Motorsport, which doesn't. So I've imported some of the videos of gameplay of that to YouTube, and I've been really enjoying the game. So consider following me on Twitch. I also live stream on YouTube on a rare occasion, but that's mainly less serious stuff. So it's more laid back gaming. So it's more casual gaming, I should say. So it's more like sports games. Like I did FC24, which I've really got a day left before my EA pass runs out. Shoot 'em ups, beat 'em ups, and things that are not proper gameplay, right? Just something just less serious and casual. So keep a notification on the chance that I might live stream on YouTube. Anyway, it just leaves me to say, wherever you are in the world, please stay safe, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye for now.